Hey, good evening. We're back with part 2 of the WA1FFL VFO kit. So we got the when we left off last time, we were still I was still putting this sort of together. So we're much more together now. We've got the front done. I've used a 1-inch Greenlee square punch to punch out the hole for the screen. Fits very nice, as you can see, and got some very quick and dirty labels on there for everything. Didn't use the knob that was supplied. It does come with a knob. I used one of my own knobs, a little bigger. So I put the LED there for the on-off switch. And we have everything kind of mounted inside, so it's a lot going on in there. We'll try to get a little better view. So it's quite a bit of wiring happening. When I had originally started this, I thought about how I should probably put plugs on the board, and I think maybe on the next one I may do that. This one here is all point-to-point wiring, so everything has been made long enough that I could lay the covers on the bench and still wire things. So that's why there's a lot of wire going on in there. There's stuff going everywhere. But once it's all closed up, that'll be fine. So we have the back plane. I'm working on the back plane right now. So we have terminal strip installed. And the terminal strip is a little bit of overkill. But it's the one I had. So that's the one we used. It doesn't need to have all the terminals. We've got a few extras there for future use perhaps. We have the output BNC connector. So right now the last things to do, I've got pretty much all the DC wiring done. I need to find a little jumper, BNC jumper. Now I should have thought about that a little deeper, but anyway, I'm going to put a BNC jumper between the output of the VFO and the preamp. And then I'll probably just put like a wire or a small piece of shielded wire between the output and the jack. It's right next to one another. Not worth the time of putting a BNC connector on that. We'll see. I'm not sure yet. I might have a short piece around that already has a connector on. I'll use that. Anyway, so that's where we are. So I'm going to pause this here, and I'll come back when I have it hooked up to the rig. Okay, here we have it fully together now. With the buffer amplifier in the back. If I was going to do this again, I'd move that over here a little touch, a little close to things, but that's okay. And get everything on the back here. I've tried this on my little watt meter. Now this thing's not designed to operate into 50 ohms, but with the buffer amp you get about 10 milliwatts into 50 ohms, so it's not too bad. And we're still tuned up on 3735 here, and we'll just key it on. And that's pretty good. That's right on frequency there. It's 0 to 100 hertz, and we're right in the middle of the scale, so pretty nice. Looking forward to trying it out. So that'll be our next step. We'll get it on the 501 and see how it corners. We'll be back. Okay, we had a good first test out with the 501 here. This is the 501, the entirety of it, I guess. It stands about I don't know, about 5 feet tall. It's capable of doing 500 watts. Currently on half power, so I don't have to reset my weather station. And there's another ham down the road here that I sometimes interfere with, so try to keep it low and slow. But anyway, the VFOs work well. We're on 3735, and everything worked out just fine. So it's been a good day. Okay, it's been a few weeks, and we've been using the VFO kit here. It's working quite nicely. However, I did run into an issue and contacted James, the guy who designed this, and he confirmed that there wasn't a problem. Should you have a intermittent power supply or a power supply that's slow to come on or slow to go off, it can actually scramble the data on the microprocessor. So what I have done is I've added as a precaution for this, because how I managed to scramble mine was by trying to plug it in when it was turned on, and I kind of had a little bit of a fumble there. So needless to say, what we've added is a delay on timer here. So, and I've made a few modifications. So we have now when you turn the rig on, we have a nice red LED telling us that we're in the startup phase, I guess. And so here in a few moments that should all come up. And yeah, so this, so far, here we are. So we're back up around again. We got our frequency. We got our frequency display there, and everything's back in normal operation. So I've tested this to make sure that if you immediately turn it off and back on again, that it does not scramble it. So just try that, and we'll go through the process once again to turn it on. So this hopefully will prevent any more issues with that happening. So you'll see here in a moment, and there it is. So very nice, back to normal. One thing I may try to do is add a backlight to that. However, that I think is probably going to be it. The final update. I'll put this back together again and get it back on the rig, and we'll try it out for the next few weeks and see how it goes.